So you're welcome back to this last episode of this video, and which is some key points we learn for Sunday. So we are going to learn optimizing web assets, minification and compression technique. We have to place images in React, saving images in Cloudinary, and using the production mode. So optimizing web assets. Asset optimization is the process of improving the performance and efficiency of website elements such as images, videos, CSS and JavaScript files to reduce their file size and improve load times. This can enhance user experience, site speed and search engine ranking. Now, caching in React typically goes by the term memoization. It's used to improve performance by reducing the amount of times the component renders due to state or prop mutations. Now, React provides two APIs for caching, which is useMemo and useCallback. useCallback is a hook that memoizes a function, while useMemo is a hook that memoizes a value from a function. So that is what we do by optimizing web assets. So it has to do with the image, the videos, the CSS and the JavaScript. So we are going to see how to do all of this in this video. So minification and compression techniques. Now, what is minification? Minification and compression are techniques used to reduce file size of assets like JavaScript, HTML and CSS files. This helps to improve page load times and reduce page load time significantly in web development. So we are going to see how to do this by the time we run our npm build. So npm run build will minify our React into a more compact form that will reduce the size of the JavaScript, HTML and CSS, and that will make it more lightning fast. Then we have to place images in React. So we want to make sure that all the images for index are placed inside the public folder, and all the images for your component are placed inside the assets folder. And that is why when we install our React, we notice that we have the public folder which is here, and you see that it has the same image vite.svg. Then if you come to our asset, it has the same, or it has another image react.svg. Now this vite.svg is the one that is used as the favicon here. Then the react.svg was the spinner this effect that you saw when we installed React. So this asset here is used for anyone that lives in our component. The one is public is one for use now in our index.html page. Now, because it will be there for the index.html page to access this one that is public, and easier for the component to access this one. So now that means if you have some this SVG icons that you are using from a Figma file, it's best you put all of them here it is not advised for you to put them inside each of their respective components. It might be faster for you, but when you run your npm run build, it will not be optimized. So because it knows that this is a build folder and this is a build folder for image, the optimization for them will be different than this. So you put your images for the index here and those of all your components here, so that Vite will take over and optimize this when we run our npm run build. So that's how we optimize that. Then saving images in Cloudinary. Now if the project contains much large image, or even though it's not large in size but large in number, you can store them first in Cloudinary and then show in your project as URLs. Now the step is below. We are going to install npm install Cloudinary React. Then in your project component, import image component from Cloudinary React, just like so, and display the image like so. That is if you don't want to transform the image. So let's do this. So I'll walk you through the steps again. So I've already opened one. So the first step you need is to make sure that you have a Cloudinary account. So I'm going to look for an image online now and we'll use that one. So let's look for React icon, React icons, React logo. So now I see one. So now what we want to do now is to go to Cloudinary login page. So if you have an account, you can just log in. So me, I already have an account, so I will attempt to log in, not on the console but on the main Cloudinary. So while this is here, let's try to download an image. So let's use the SVG version because it's just an icon. So which one do you like? So I think this is cool because we can give it our default background. So if I save this image as, so it's going to go to my downloads and my pictures, because so this will be saved as React icon. So if I do that, that will be saved. So now if you come here, so it will be saved. So you attempt to sign up. Wow, what a transformation. So these are just a few effects that you can make using Cloudinary. So you click on this sign up for free, then you can sign up with your Gmail if you want, your email if you want, but I've already done that. So the process, if you want the process to be faster, you can sign up with your Gmail. So I'll log in, and this is it. So I'll log into my own. So now you saving an image in Cloudinary means that your images will never be part of your project, but you add them as an image online. So even though it is like 2 MB per size and they're like 50, you see that it will never stop your page load. Rather, the page will load first, then each time the image comes, then the web page will just adjust, but the user will not have to wait for the content of the site, and it doesn't have to affect the speed of your site. So let's upload this. So you can drag and drop. So that's what I will do now, or I can browse. So let's browse. So this is how you upload. So for your final project, this is the method that you can use. You can just select all the image that you downloaded and put them, so that your website will be optimized, because you're going to be, as part of the grading, optimization is going to be among it, so it has to be optimized. So I'll go to my pictures, then I want to group by date modified, so that I will not have to start looking for that image now. So here's the date modified. Is this? So save that. I click here, group by date modified. So we have these React icons here. So if I add this, I believe the image has been added. So let's scroll down, you should see it. So it showed me upload. So it has been uploaded. It has been uploaded successfully. So this is an asset now. So if I want to show this on my browser, so this is what I will do. So in order to be able to know how to install your Cloudinary React, so just type npm Cloudinary React. So if you hit that, click on this first one here. The next, you notice how to install this, so you just copy this as usual. So I've copied that. So if I go back to my terminal, I'll come here. So you type npm install React Cloudinary React and you hit enter. It's going to show something like this, meaning it has installed. You can paste again and hit enter. So anyone is good. So I've installed it, and there will be no need for me to install it again. So the next part is we look for the example. So you scroll down, you see the example that you can use. You can use any of these two. So I'll just copy this, Ctrl C, to a part in my current project. So I'll go to this optimization tool. So we want to close that. I want to add that here, tab. So I'll just paste. So I need to know my cloud name before I can use this. So what I can do here is to go back. So this is my cloud name here, Chile Martin. So I'm going to type that. Then if you don't want to do that, you can go to your settings. Where is it? Programming media flow, studio, touch. So you can go to your settings. I think there's a dashboard easily displayed. So you can go to your settings. Let's see what is here. Okay, this one is bulk update meta. So you can go to your settings. Then you can get your product environment. Here you can get your environmental variables. So that's just a warning, so ignore that. Product environmental limit. So I have my cloud name, I have my ID, I have my display name, and I have some other stuff. But there's a nice detail that I used to show when I used to use. Okay, I have my API key. So you scroll up, look for API key, because this is one we usually use in our Node.js to programmatically update or add and remove image using Cloudinary. So you need you need your cloud name, your API key, and the API secret. So I'm going to type this as my cloud name here. Then the public ID will be the image URL. So I'll go back to that image now. So if you come to these settings, it will be like this. So what you just need to scroll up and click on API keys. Then let's go back to our assets. So if we go back to our assets, we're going to see all the images that we have, and hopefully you're going to see the one we just uploaded. So it's here, so it's in our recent upload. So if I click it, I'll have this. The next I can click on this, and I will see embed code. So I click on this embed code, or I just copy it from here. It's still the same thing, the URL. So excuse me. Then I paste here. Then of course I need to import this image from Cloudinary and not from anywhere. So beware of this. Is you have the same component name from your Bootstrap, so you choose the one from your Cloudinary. Then you now import your transform. Cloudinary. So let's verify that they have been imported. So we have those two now here. So I can save now. So let's wait for it to finish saving. So if we go back, let's see. Notice we'll have that image display soon. So one is still saving. So it has finished saving, so it then means we'll see the update soon. So now you see this, so you see this comment is not showing on our page, so we need to remove that comment. So that was an oversight, which is this one. So that is it for this. So if you use this method to add images to your web page, you see that you have fewer images in your public folder here and in your assets. That means by the time we do the next step, which is to build, now we'll have a very fast and lightning website. So we've learned this now. So the next step is using the production mode, and that's the last part of this video. So using Vite, we can automatically do minification and compression by using the production mode instead of the dev mode. So you record that since we have been typing npm run dev, because we are using the development mode. So after you finish testing your project and you're sure that you've optimized it, and just a last check, you can remove all your console.log, because those things too can slow down a web page if there are so many console.log. So you make sure you move it. So as a way not to forget, immediately you make use of the console.log to debug or to test your code. You make sure you comment it. You make sure you comment it right away, so that you don't have to come back and start removing all the console.log. You might not be thorough with that. So we will not do that now. So we'll just move right away towards our npm run build. So we are going to stop this our current server that is running here. So I'm going to close all this. I'm going to close this, and if you go to the package.json, you see that there's a script called build. Then the one that you'll be using since is Vite. So what we can do here, before we test that, we can run two scripts concurrently. So we can say, if I still remember that, because by the time we run our npm run build, it's only going to our npm run serve. It's going to only run our production mode. I mean, it is going to only run what looks like our Vite. I mean this run dev. So how about this JSON? So let's scroll down. There's not a script there. So let's see if it's going to work first, but I doubt. So we'll now run our npm. Now you cannot run npm run serve if you don't have a build file, so it's throw an error. So npm run build. So this will take some time depending on the size of your project and the level of errors in it. So if it doesn't have any error, you see that it will build it in no time. So you see that it's transforming our project, including the CSS, everything, and all the libraries. So it will transform those things and compress them in the minified version. We'll take a brief talk or a brief view of how the build folder looks, you will not even recognize that this is the React that we have been doing since. And this build folder is the folder that you use to host a website that you built with React, because that is the production mode and it will be lightning fast. So when it finishes, it's going to show us a command that we will use to serve it. So what was the error? Says some chunks using dynamic import. Built in this. So you see that we use few dynamic imports. Adjust chunk size limit for this one in their build in 14 seconds. Let's see if we have a build folder yet. So we don't have a build folder yet because of that error. Because if we have, it will be here. So that means we have to fix that error. So it's saying that we should use a dynamic import here. So let's see how we can fix that. So this is so let's go back to our route here. Can we use dynamic imports here? So let's go to our app.js. Don't think that will be feasible there. So you notice that most of all these things here, we are not using them again. So I want to clean up some of the things that we're not using and try again. So let's clean up some of all these junks. So what I need to do now is this. So let's try again. This error we're getting. Using dynamic import to go split the application. So on that we should have done here. That is in our app data. So how do we code split here now? We can code split here. We can easily load here still okay. So let's try that, but okay, let's try that. So this is going to take some time. So what I'm going to do now is to this is long, but we'll do that. So we want to change all this to, so I'm going to put this to const, then this is going to be equal to lazy from React. Then we put this, put our anonymous function, import, then we'll cut this to X, input and put here. So we have that. So we have that now. So that is the same thing that we'll do for all of them. So let's bring this down. Then I'll just do Ctrl A, then do Ctrl X. This will be here. So that's the method that we'll use now. Then I'll do Ctrl X here and make sure this comes inside. So Ctrl X here. And before we do that, let's split this, because that's what we'll be using more. So I'll do that for here. So let's close this. I'll have some room. Then I have this for my car. Ctrl X. Come here, I paste. Then I choose the one for my car. Ctrl X. I paste. Now what did I do? It's meant to be here. And here is going to be car. Capital car. Then we do the one for cat. Ctrl X. For here. Then we'll do this one. Ctrl X for the cat. So I think I'm just missing it up. Then I've missed the block details again. So what I'll do now is to do another Ctrl A here. Then this will be for my car. Ctrl V, then Ctrl X or Ctrl C here. Then this will be for my block details. So that has been fixed. So the next one is our create blog. Then we'll copy this to Ctrl X and paste here. The next one will be my error. Ctrl X, paste, and just copy this. So I don't have to be retyping it. Nice. So the next one will be for my flower. So what seems overwhelming is not getting to an end, so just a matter of starting and having a strategy that you can be fast with. Then form, Ctrl X, I never expected this error to come up, but it came, so I have to solve it along with you. So Ctrl X here, Ctrl V, then we'll copy this, not there, Ctrl V, then Ctrl X, then we'll cut this, Ctrl X, not there, Ctrl V, then the last one, no, not the last, however, Ctrl X, then the list, Ctrl X, Ctrl V. So if we were applying our optimization technique, you see, we won't have to do this. So you see why I advise that you should not wait until the end of the program or of the project before you say, hey, now that the project is working, let me start to optimize it, because that will take a whole lot of your time. So how many is remaining? 3. So let's split it into more, 2, 1, 2. So we can clear up this because we don't need it again to have some room. So Ctrl X, paste here, then this, Ctrl X, paste here, then we have our sign up, so we have Ctrl X, paste here, so copy the path, Ctrl X, paste here. The last one, which is an end import, do our Ctrl X. So I think I'll just copy it like this, Ctrl X, then we'll do this. If it does not work, we'll carry to that one, but not sure it will give an error. So we are done with converting this to the code splitting format. So the next step now, it will not be here, it will be when we are not rendering the page. Which is in our data, which is in our app.jss. So remember, you use the lazy and the suspense interchangeably. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this. So I'm going to cut this. So let's try it here. Ctrl X. Then we'll have our suspense. Suspense from React. Then we can paste this Then we can remove this our key here, Ctrl X, and put here. Then we have our fallback. Can I put a div? So it will be loading this route dot path or the nav name. So if you remember, we have our nav name, path dot the nav name. Then let's put our dot dot dot. So let's see if that works. So we're going to run our npm run dev again. So npm run dev, just to make sure it's working. So we are having an error, console lazy load. So let's try to fix that. So in our routes, oh, you see the mistake. I added another quote. Yeah, so let's make sure we don't have the same error here. So the one quote, one type of quotes, one type. Then for this, it's throwing an error. It's not showing well, so I think let's move this. So it has to be a default import. So let's test this. File as this. It should be dot and /44. Okay, that is this now. So we have to change our sign up to a default export, not a named export. So here is our sign up. So we're going to put here export default that threw an error. So let's remove this. Then we'll come to the end of it and export it as default. Export import default sign up. So that will fix that error now. So there are so many ways to kill a rat. So let me, the same thing for my optimization. My optimization 2. So let's look at my optimization 2. So it was a default export. You know that. So it's my sign in now. So let's go to the sign in. So my sign in, so we have to go to our this, and in my sign in I have to put a dot and forward slash. So this is meant to be 3, so let's do that. Dot and forward slash sign up. Then open up the sign up folder. Sign up. So why is this one at 33? So you see, dot and forward slash sign in slash sign in. So I think we'll fix that now. 2. Okay. So it's still not showing, so let me inspect that. Must be a route. So I think the suspense we put on the, I think the suspense we put here is throwing an error. So we have to put it outside the route. So again, I have to cut this, Ctrl X. Then move this upward. Then move this downward. Okay, then I have to remove this. Just put all my loading. So let's make sure everything will still work. Okay, so that has worked. So if I click on my car, you see now I'm getting loading. So that means it's not loading everything at once, because it's inside the suspense. It's not loading everything at once. So if I put on my blog now, So now I see that loading effect. Click here. So only the ones I've clicked before that will not show loading. So you see. So I believe our build process now will not love this. So you notice how we fixed it. We came here, we change all of them to the code splitting, which is by using the lazy load. Then we came to our app.js and wrap it inside a suspense. So only the route that the user is visiting that it will load. So if I click on, where is that one? I'll click before blog. You see, it doesn't have to show me that. If I click on this, you see, it doesn't have to show me. But if I click on form now that I've not clicked before, it will show me that loading again. So you see. So let's kill this and do our npm run build. So I want to kill this and tap and do our npm run build again and see npm run build. So in place of downloading dot, you can create a spinner, which we did in our vanilla JavaScript, and add there so that it shows you is a nice spinner, or you can use a Toastify. Building for production. That's nice. So I think we've passed that error. Clone deep. No, yeah. So there are some minifies in your node module. So it has also minify the node modules. And because because Vi does not use the webpack, so it does its build process in a little bit faster pace. If it was the normal React with Vi, it would take a longer time than expected. So this will soon be over. It will not be up to 2 minutes. $551 modules. We have an error here. So it's not an error. So built in 551 seconds or 1 minute 51 seconds. So let's check if there's a build folder here. There's a build folder, then we've done it. Okay, it's inside this disk, and I saw this disk before, but it was not optimized. So how did we do that? It would have crashed. So you see this disk folder now. We have that, and you see the entire website is not that much, 200 something kilobytes, because we optimize it. So for for your final project, which I will send to the please use Cloudinary so that your site will be as fast as this. Then if we go inside our disk now, you see how you see I change everything to all the assets. You bundle them in just one place. Then you just have the HTML, and that is all. So let's start this by we can use our terminal, but it's not compulsory. I run our npm run serve. So this is going to serve up error, missing script. Okay, I think it's not serve, I think it's preview. npm run preview. Let's clear that. npm run preview. I think if I just change this on. Okay, so you see that the link for this one is different from the URL for this one. So the URL for this is 5117, and why this one is what? So I can flow the link now, and to give me, you see, the same website, but see how it's lightning fast now. So if I go to my car, boom, you see, very fast, very fast. I see how lightning fast it is. Very, very fast. Very, very fast. If I'm going back now, see, I'm just clicking things. See, lightning fast. So you even hardly see this in turn self. So you see, lightning fast. Lightning fast. So if we go to this optimization one here, so we have this. So you see how things are fast. So this is the practice one I use. So this one now. So you see how lightning fast it loads the images. So if I want to click on this now, you see how it loads very, very fast. I want to click this, I want to scroll down. So you see how the page loads fast. So this is how we optimize our React. So please endeavor to apply the lesson. Now you saw that this video has taken longer than it's meant to take because of the error we have to fix in order for it to build our React successfully. And remember, it is the build folder that you will host when you want to host this website or the website. So that is it. Thank you very, very much, and see you in the next video.